Hey everybody, in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the Clinical Trial Radar ChatGPT plugin to discover current info on global clinical trials, organization, diseases and biomarkers from public and private studies. Alright, so before I would show you an actual example on how to use the Clinical Trial Radar plugin, let's see some use cases. So I have a full article and tutorial on my website on how to use the Clinical Trial Radar ChatGPT plugin. I will also link the URL of this article in the description below. And one of the things I cover in the article are some use cases. So if we go over quickly on the use cases of the Clinical Trial Radar ChatGPT plugin, you can see that you can use this plugin to see clinical trials whether you are a patient or if you're a medical professional and you want to research potential treatments for your patients. You can also use as a pharmaceutical companies if you want to track your competitors, as a healthcare providers recommending treatments. You can use it if you are a medical student and you want to study clinical trials. You can use it as a patient looking for experimental treatments, and there are other use cases that you can read here. I also have a section here where I showcase some of the best ChatGPT prompts you can use the Clinical Trial ChatGPT plugin with. Alright, but let's see a real example. Alright, so before you would be able to use the Clinical Trial Radar ChatGPT plugin, you have to make sure you go through this process. If you don't know how to do some of the steps of this process, I have a ton of tutorial on my YouTube channel that show you how to do these. So I'm just gonna go over quickly on this process. So first you have to make sure to have a ChatGPT Plus subscription because it's necessary to be able to use ChatGPT plugins. Then you also have to enable ChatGPT plugins in your ChatGPT account. Then you have to click on New Chat and select GPT-4 from the model selector and select plugins. Then click on the down arrow and make sure that Clinical Trial Radar is installed in your ChatGPT account. If it is not, you have to scroll down and click on Plugin Store here, and then you're gonna be able to install this plugin. And once the plugin is installed, make sure that the plugin is enabled by clicking the check mark next to the plugin name. Alright, so let's see an example on how to use this Clinical Trial Radar ChatGPT plugin. So this is the prompt I have added. Show me clinical trials for Alzheimer's disease that are currently recruiting. So let's see what the plugin will come up with. So as you can see, the plugin is enabled, and hopefully using natural language, ChatGPT will recognize that we want to use the ChatGPT plugin, and it has indeed recognized that. If you want to learn more about what the plugin is doing, you can scroll down here and see the response from the Clinical Trial Radar ChatGPT plugin. And in this example, as you can see, there isn't any currently recruiting clinical trials for Alzheimer's disease. However, this information can change frequently as new trials start and existing ones fill up. And then if you want to learn more about past clinical trials for Alzheimer's disease, you can ask the plugin about that. But all in all, this is how to use the Clinical Trial Radar ChatGPT plugin. If you want to get access to the full database of all ChatGPT plugins that are currently available in the ChatGPT plugin store, and not just medical ChatGPT plugins, but plugins for finance, productivity, business, marketing, and other applications, then make sure to check out the link in the description below where you can get access to the full database of all available ChatGPT plugins with the best prompts you can use these plugins with. And if you want to learn more about other ChatGPT plugins, I have a ton of tutorial on my channel that you can check out as well.